welcome all of you again to GEG AP session, that is GEG Ahmedabad and Pune session. This time we have Mr. Tariq Masood with us as a session expert who will be teaching us how to create your digital lessons using Hyperdocs. So just a quick introduction about Mr. Tariq Masood. Mr. Tariq is a MSc in Chemistry, B.Ed, CTET, IBDP, CAT2 trained. He's been an educator for last 9 years, and his experience includes teaching in KVS Siwan, Don Bosco Group of Institutes, currently teaching in Abdul Qadir Molla International School in Dhaka, Bangladesh. He's been honored by the British Council of Innovative Teaching in the field of chemistry. And Mr. Tariq is also Google Certified Educator Level 1 and Level 2, going further towards his GCT journey. And he is a Kahoot Verified Educator, Adobe Creative Educator, as well as an Edpuzzle coach. So I think we have a very, very good mentor today who is ready to share all his expertise with us. Welcome, Tariq, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and Vishal, sir, and all the educators. First of all, a very good morning to each and everyone, since those who are here. This is Tariq Masood, as ma'am has introduced. I am currently based in Dhaka in an IB International School, which is one of the topmost IB school in Dhaka, Bangladesh. So today we'll be exploring how to create Hyperdocs and how we can use these Hyperdocs to enhance our teaching and learning process, whether it is a virtual classroom or it is a physical classroom. So let's understand how to create Hyperdoc and what are its features. So when we talk about Hyperdocs, these Hyperdocs, they have transformed our teaching methodology, empowered our students. They have given our learners their own ownership of their work. And this is the best thing when we talk about student-centered teaching and learning methodology. So, as I have introduced myself, that I am Tariq Masood, Gold Certified Educator, leader of GEG Lucknow, acting as IBDP Chemistry Facilitator, as well as Cambridge CI 0620 Facilitator. So what are we going to take away from this session? Learning the purpose and structure of Hyperdoc, learn how to design and create a Hyperdoc, learn about different Hyperdocs resources. So what is basically Hyperdoc and how it came into effect? So going into a slight history of Hyperdocs. So these Hyperdocs were first developed by Callie Hilton, Lisa Heifel, and Sarah Landis in the year 2013 when they introduced their book. You can see the image of the book, the Hyperdoc Handbook, which were written by these three experts, because they wanted that the learning and the teaching process that we are going through nowadays is completely teacher-centered, where we try to gather the information, create worksheet, assignment, quiz, and then after we go for assessment based on pen and paper test, or we have Google form for quizzes. So I would request, please mute your mic. Thank you. So these are Hyperdocs which were created to empower our learners, to empower our students, to transform the teaching methodology from teacher-based learning to student-centered learning, where our students get the ownership of their work. So first of all, these Hyperdocs were created basically by the research work done by Eric Mercer, Ramsey Musallam, and Robert Karpus. They made a cycle which titled as Explore, Explain, and Apply. These Hyperdocs are digital lesson plans, and they are designed by the mashup of multimedia and Google tools. So what is basically our Hyperdocs? If you see what we do, we use many times docs and we add some links and we create it a hyperlink. So Hyperdoc is just not a doc with one or two hyperlinks. It is a means complete digital lesson plan where our students can collaborate. They can explore much more in detail any given means topic, and then after they can go for the assignments that have been embedded in it. Thus, they take the ownership of their learning that they are exploring, and then they are going for the assignments. So when we talk about Hyperdoc, it is transformative, interactive, personalized, engaging, a tool to help facilitate student creativity and collaboration. It is generally misunderstood that means Hyperdoc is generally a substitution for the lesson plan that we make of. No, it is wrong. Hyperdoc is to empower the students so that they can use this digital source of or means complete methodologies into their learning. So when we talk about Hyperdocs, a question comes into mind: why only Hyperdocs? So if we are thinking that why we should create a Hyperdoc, then there are some bullet points that we should consider in our mind. As in 21st century, we talk about that teaching methodology which is learner centered. And if your methodology is learner centered, then your learner get interest and have passion in their learning process. They can collaborate, create, take ownership of their work, and even you can go for one-to-one teaching methodology where you can help if any of your learner is means needing your extra effort, because in our classroom we have different sets of learner. Some need more attention, some need less. So these Hyperdocs helps us to help each and every learner of our classroom so that we can focus on them and make them a better citizen. Now, benefits of Hyperdoc. So when we talk about what are the basic benefits of Hyperdoc, we think of two basic methodologies. One is digital collaboration, and second is blending various learning tools. When we talk about digital collaboration, we can talk about simulation, we can talk about exploring website, going for articles, exploring YouTube videos, and many more things that a student can get on their fingertips. How to create a Hyperdoc? So to create a Hyperdoc, you need to blend various learning tools that Google has provided us. You can use Jamboard, you can use Google Documents, you can use slides, you can use Google Drawings, Google Forms, and all those things that are required as per the need of the learner and as per the need of your lesson. Now, how to design and build Hyperdoc? To design Hyperdoc, you should first of all think what is the objective of your lesson that you want to teach. Second, what are your learners selecting on your learning cycle? Think of the tools that you want to package in your Hyperdoc, because there might be teachers who are teaching to a student of primary grade. There might be teachers who are teaching students for a junior grade to a senior one. Depending upon the learners, depending upon your objective, your Hyperdoc varies. So thinking of the learners and your objective, think of the tools that your learners can use and design your Hyperdoc as per that. Now, as we have discussed what is basically how to determine your objectives, grade level, area, length of lesson. Select your learning cycles. When we talk about selecting of learning cycles, we talk about various types of hyperdocs that are available to us. Like, as you see, there is a type of hyperdoc which says explore, explain, apply. Second, explore, flip, or apply. Workshop, if you are conducting a workshop, you can create a hyperdoc which has contents like connect, teach, engage, application, and reflection. If you are teaching your student, those who belong to junior or senior grades, you can take the 5E instructional model that has engage, explore, explain, elaborate, and evaluate. Even you can go for hybrid hyperdocs where you can mash up 2 to 3 different hyperdoc models and make your own one. So when we talk about hyperdocs using 5E template that today we will be learning, this 5E template we will be seeing how to create and how they can help our learners to give them empower. So first, when we talk about 5A template, the first most important thing comes is engage. Now, what is engage? Engaging is developing curiosity in your learners. Then comes explore, which says encourage and inspire them to do research work so that their creativity increases. Explain, when they have explored the content, give them tools so that they can know more about the given topic so that their knowledge develops. Elaborate, they can go deep understanding of the concept that you want to teach. And finally, evaluation of all the contents that you have granted to your learners using Google Forms or various other tools. So let's quickly dive into our today's 5E template and know more about it. So just give me a second.
So Tariq sir, there was a quick question that what are these learning cycles?
Okay, these learning cycles, when we talk about, for example, your learners, if you want to teach them, you break in your any lesson into various fragments. You start your lesson, for example, with an entry ticket that you give an open-ended question to your learners, and you want to see what all prior information they have on the given topic. And based on their understanding, you create your own model. So that is basically known as your 5E first thing that we talk about engage. When they have engaged in a topic, they are finding it interesting, then give them to explore the topic. Now, when they have explored, let them explain the topic. When they have got the explanation, they can go for elaboration, and then finally we can go for evaluation of the given topic. So these are the various cycles on which we can design our lesson plan templates, and this can serve our objectives of imparting education to our learners.
Thank you, Tariq sir. I think Dr. Varia also mentioned it really nicely, saying that learning cycle is a journey from unknown to known. And then after, when we give the exit ticket, it again begins in the same cycle. From again, we find out what is unknown, and then we begin our journey towards knowing what is not known. So thank you for explaining that.
Hope it is clear to everyone. This scene means it is visible.
Yes.
Yes,
sir. Thank you. Thank you. So as you can see that I have taken a topic today, Hyperdoc on chemical bonding. Kindly cope with this topic because I being a chemistry teacher, I have chosen a topic which is based on chemistry. So it
Tariq
doesn't
sir,
matter.
sorry, Tariq sir, just to disturb you.
Yeah.
Is it okay if you can close the document outline, the arrow, because
Oh,
we
sure,
don't,
sure, sure,
yeah,
sure, sure.
yeah.
So when we talk about hyperdoc, so here is a hyperdoc based on chemical bonding. Now, how means this hyperdoc can serve our purpose of teaching our lesson? This we will be seeing, and how to design it, we will be understanding that also. Now, if you see, this is a hyperdoc. The starting of this hyperdoc is with engage. As I told you that it is based on 5E template. So let me quickly show you engage, explore, explain, elaborate, and then lastly evaluate. These are the 5E contents of this digital lesson plan. So when we talk about engage, so you give an open-ended question to your learner on the given topic. The topic today that I want to teach is chemical bonding. So I have quickly given an open-ended question to my student that what do you know about chemical bonding? What I have done that, as you can see, I have embedded a slide into it. Now if I click over this slide, what you see that again what I have done in this slide, again I have created a hyperdoc. If you see what my learners will be doing, that if they click, for example, let's say you have a learner with name A. I have not mentioned any name. I have taken A, B, C, D, E. Now, if you mention the name and you add the slide with the name, for example, let's say name A has to work on slide 2. Likewise, name G has to work on slide 8. So just he needs to click on his name and he will go on that slide on which he needs to answer. That's really very nice and our learners will find it interesting. So here they can give their answer based on the question that is asked on the given topic. Thus, they can get engaged on the topic that they want to learn. Now, when they have engaged in the given topic, they want to explore more about covalent bonding, more about chemical bonding, more about ionic bonding. So it's very nice to add videos because learners find interesting to watch videos and understand the concept. So what I have done, watch the video. As you can see, when they go for this video, because this is a YouTube video, which I will prefer the most, the reason behind is that this fusion channel is gives our learners very interesting video based on chemistry. One thing what I would like to mention you here is whenever you embed any YouTube video, make sure you have watched it, make sure it is as per the need of your learner, and then only you add as a link to your Hyperdoc. Now you can give the information what learners are going to teach. So I have given a small means definition, what is chemical bonding, and based on that I have asked my learners to explore more by clicking this link. When they click this link, what I see that they go to a website where they can explore more about chemical bondings. As you see here, lots of concepts are there, how this chemical bonding works, and sorry, how this chemical bonding works, and lots of information they can get depending upon the different types of chemical bonding. So these are the various information that our learners can easily get using this website information which has been embedded here. Now if you see, click here again, a YouTube video, which is a big video around 40 minutes. Learners can see here type of ionic bonding, how electrons are getting transferred from metals to non-metals, and how non-metals are sharing electrons. So thus they find it interesting. Now when they have understood the concept, I can add infographic because here it was a concept where I couldn't add lots of images using Google Drawing. infographic can be much better if you use means Google Drawings for drawing your or creating your own infographic. So here I have taken one image from website as infographic so that our learners find it interesting. As you see that this is a particular image that is embedded there, so they can get a lot more information from this infographic. Now when they have explored a lot on the given topic, now comes time for question. Here you see define chemical bonding. A question is asked to you and they have been directed that type your response in this Jamboard. Now you see a Jamboard has been connected with this Hyperdoc, and when our learner click, they are directed to a jam where a question is there on the screen. They need to write on chemical bonding. What they can do is they can use the sticky note, or even they can design their own work on their own page and add image from here, they can attach file. So Jamboard gives you a lot of things to explore. Even they can create shape, and in shape they can add text box. This looks quite interesting, which our learners will enjoy a lot. So as you can see that in upper part a slide was embedded, here a Jamboard is there. Then now let's go to explain section. When they have understood about chemical bonding, their differentiation, let's go much more deeper into it. What I have done, I have added a simulation here. As you might be knowing about PhD, they give lots of nice simulations. Based on your need, you can take any simulation and embed into your Hyperdoc. Now again, if you want your learners to go for a much more deeper understanding, you can add articles, you can add videos so that they understand the topic in a much detail. Now when they have seen the simulation, so depending upon the simulation, I am asking a question to them that explain various types of chemical bonding. So when this question is asked to you, what they are directed? They are directed to type your response in the doc. Now why I have chosen a doc? As I have said you, depending upon the need of your lesson, depending upon your lesson plan, you need to choose the tool. See, the question is explain various types of chemical bonding. Here, learner needs to jot down their idea in detail, where my doc can help them to write their ideas in detail. When they click, you can see they are directed to a Google document where they can jot down their ideas easily. So now when they have gone to the explain section, now comes time to elaborate, to know much more in detail about the given topic so that their learning enhances. For this, again I have added an article which is from Doc Brown. Doc Brown is one of the best websites for teachers who teach chemistry or physics. They give you lots of good information over here. Again, when they have explored this Doc Brown, let me show you also, so that those who want, they can use this site also to design your lesson plan. If you see, when you talk about this website, as I was talking about, here you will be finding that every word is a hyperlink. You click and you are directed to a page. So every word is a hyperlink, and it helps you to explore more and more in detail. So this is one of the best website what I have gone through. So choosing the need of my learner, I have chosen what all websites, what all articles can help them to get the better understanding of the given topic. Now, when they have explored the article, I have directed them that, okay, now you have explored the topic, now comes time for your evaluation. So what I have said, watch the video and answer. So what I have done that I have embedded an add puzzle here. If they click, they go to my channel, which is at puzzle. I have created a question over here. What they will be doing, they will be clicking the video, and every tier icon that you see is a question which they need to answer, then only they can move ahead. So this is also one of the things where means assessment as well as watching video goes parallel hand. Lastly is the evaluation. When you have guided your learners in all various fragments, then comes evaluation that how much they understand the topic that you have given them. So for this, what I have asked, differentiate between ionic and covalent bonding. I have said them that open this link and attempt chemical bonding challenge. Here I have added a Kahoot create quiz from my Kahoot that I have designed for them, and thus they can go and face the challenge on the given topic. And lastly, what I have done, what I have directed them that check this quiz based on chemical bonding, and what I have said that this is a Google form that I have prepared for you where some questions are designed for you on this chemical bonding. What is ionic bonding? HCl is which type of compound? So these are the things that we can use. These Google tools can help us to create a better Hyperdoc which can help our learners to enhance their learning. So this was the Hyperdoc model that I had to represent. Now we will be going and understanding how to create our own Hyperdoc so that we can design our digital lesson plan. Before going ahead, I would like to ask any question if you have. Ma'am, any question?
Yes, Tariq sir, there was a question saying that when you attached a document to the Hyperdoc, will
Yes,
each student get a copy or they are working on the same document?
now, for example, let's say what I have done that I was talking about slide. Let me show you again. So what I did that I created a slide, and this slide again I made a hyperdoc. So in this slide, every student has their own name. If they click, as you see that if they are clicking my, let's say my student whose name is A, he will go to slide 2 and he will work on his own slide. My student C, if he clicks on his name, he will be redirected to slide 4 and he will be working on his own slide. Likewise, my student E, he will be working on slide 6. So an hyperdoc within a slide can help you so so that student can go on their own slide and work so that they shouldn't need to make their own copy of the slide. So on one slide, they can work collaboratively, they can see each other work, even they can help. The main motto is communication, collaboration. So they are communicating, they are seeing each other work, they are helping each other, and thus they are finishing their work.
Amazing, yeah. And same thing, I think Jamboard is actually a collaborative board, so everybody has to put on the same, or
every tool that means we take should be in such a way that they should collaborate with each other. They should help with each other. Peer learning helps a lot. So depending upon peer learning concept, I have designed my tool. Now, depending upon the need of the teacher, as I said, that if you need that students should have make their own copy, you can go for that also. You can direct them that yes, make your own copy and then you design. Or if you want that they should collaborate together, you can ask them to work on different jams. Or if you are making slides, you can again make it a hyperdoc. Thus, they can work on the same slides or same jam or doc, collaboratively helping each other.
Perfect. So we will take one quick question from Harpreet ma'am. She has a question and then we will dive into how you can show us how to create it.
Yes, ma'am. 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 Yes,
Yes,
My
Arpita.
question was just the same where you said when you want to do it with a specific child, an individual copy, can we do the same document attached in the classroom? Like, it makes a copy for each student. Will this be possible?
Now, if you are giving this Jamboard, it is not for your classroom teaching. You are making student learn beforehand so that you can focus on your classroom one-to-one on each learner based on their need. So this is a model where a student get information prior to your teaching process. If
So if I
we are
understand,
teaching,
yeah, sorry.
uh, yes, ma'am.
No, continue. I was thinking that ma'am wants to ask that can they have their own copies? So just like Google Classroom, right? Google Classroom, we can select that create your own copies.
Yes, they can create their own
Mhm.
copy. For example, let's say we are clicking on this particular, just a second.
So we can force a copy. So just like I
Yeah,
said,
means
we
they
yeah.
can open the link and they can make a copy of their own and they can work on it.
Okay, okay.
It depends upon how you are means giving instructions to them.
Mhm.
Either they can make
Thank you.
their own copy, means as you see that they can go to this file option of the given slide or Jamboard and can choose this make a copy option and make their own copy of the Jamboard or slide, whatever you have given them, and thus they can work.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So
Thank
we
you.
can continue with how to create it.
Okay. So to go to your document, there are various methods. You can go to this 9 magic dots that is known as waffle. Click to this waffle, go to Google document, and from here you can reach to your document, or you can type in your Omnibox docs.doodle.com and thus you can enter into your document, or from your drive you can enter to your document from here also. So let's enter to our Google document. Now, for example, let's say I want to teach a topic, the topic that I took, chemical bonding, and I want to design my lesson plan on the given topic, chemical bonding. As you can see right now, my document is untitled. The topic that I have created, as soon as I go to this untitled document, whatever topic I will be writing, my document will receive the same title. Now, when you have given means topic to your lesson that you want to create, you can create the means size of the document, means heading that you have given. It can be a normal text, it can be a title, subtitle, whatever you want. Let's say I am making it a title. The size has automatically increased. Now I want to center it. Go to this toolbar option, click this three dot, and you can center align it. When you have center align it, now if you want, you can even highlight it. Again, go to this toolbar option. You see highlighter that says highlight color. Whatever color you want to give, you can give as per your need. Now, when you have highlighted, center aligned, now comes time so that you choose your table and design your hyperdoc. So to choose table, go to this insert option, table, choose the dimension, what you need. When you have chosen the dimension, for example, today we are working on 5e template. So I am choosing a dimension of 2 into 5. When I have chosen the dimension, now I want to go for each and every different topic. So my work should not take more time. What I have done that I have created a copy beforehand so that your work time is not wasted. Copy, or what you can do, just a second. Yeah. Copy from wherever you want to means create your hyperdoc, or you can even type also. As you see that what I have done, I have here means copied from the document that I have done from this beforehand. Now, to give the color to your cell, what you need to do, again go to this three dot option, go to this bucket, take or choose any background color that you want. Now, for example, I have chosen the background color and I am giving a question to my learner. What do you know about chemical bonding? So how should they write? Again, go to this insert option, table, choose only one table. As soon as you choose one table, you see a text box appears where learners can write answer. You can direct them that, for example, let's say I am directing them chemical bonding, and my learners will be writing answer over here. This I can do. Secondly, what I can do is that I can write as I have showed you that yes, type your responses here, or you can use any icon. For example, if we go back to our document that we prepared, you see what I did over here, that I took a pencil icon. There are various websites from where you can take various icons that you need for your lesson plan designing, and you can use in your Hyperdoc template that you are designing for your learners. So this pencil icon I have used. Now, when you have done with engage, go to the next option, that is explain. Again, for this explain, I will be going to my document that I have prepared beforehand. Now, for example, I want to say to my learner that explore and watch this video. There is a video for my learners where they need to watch and then they need to answer this. So what I can do, I need to highlight it. And when you have highlighted it, there are three different methods to add link to the word where you want to add. The three different options are, go to this three dot, that is the toolbar. Here you will be finding a chain which says insert link. Choose it, add a link, whatever you want. This is the first option. Or again, go to this word, highlight it, right click, see a link for chain is, means chain link is there. Add the link, whatever you need to add. Let me add a link where I am, means I have chosen a YouTube link. I have seen the video that is fit for my learner. I have taken the video, copied the link, coming back to my document, pasting the link, and when I click apply, the link will be inserted. You can see the link is there. Okay, sorry. So this is one of the thing. I think by mistake the link was not copied, means the word was not highlighted. So the link came sidewise. We will be seeing how we can add the link to the word. Now, for example, you have asked your learner that yes, they have to watch the video, and after watching the video, what you are seeing that explore this link and click here to know more. So when you say explore this link, and let's say you are adding this word this to a chain. Now, for example, let's, okay, this was. So, for example, I showed you that you can add a link from the toolbar option. You can add link from doing right click, or even you can highlight the word, type Control K. When you type Control K, see, as soon as I typed Control K, what happened, that box came so that I can add the link over here. Now, for example, I am adding this link to this particular word. Now, when my learner sees that explore this, they click this, they are directed to a document where they can explore information for chemical bonding. Thus, you can add links as per your need, as per your wish. Now, for example, you want your learner to answer on this given topic explore. What again you need to do? Go to this insert option, table, choose the dimension. Here I would suggest you take only one box. If you want, you can add icon, Control C, copy. You can paste here by Control V, and you can give direction that type your response. Now, when you have instructed your learners, they will be writing your answer here. Now, a question I am giving to them, that what is ionic bonding? And when my learner will see that, okay, I have been asked a question, I have been redirected, they will be going to this option, they will be typing their own answer, and you will be getting it. Now, if you want to add color, again, if you want that same color should be there in both the cell, you can do that also. Just highlight it, go to this 3-dot option, bucket, go to this bucket, choose color, and add color to your Hyperdoc. Now,
sorry,
again,
Tariq sir, to disturb you in between, but everybody is actually very excited to learn how you added those slides hyperlink.
okay.
So if you can, in the next part, if you can show how to add the slide.
Surely. So now when we have understood that we have gone for the first two concepts, what is engage and explore, now come the third 5A concepts. So again, I'm going to back to my document which I have prepared beforehand. So if you see, the third 5E template option is explain. I am copying it, coming back to my document and pasting. Now, for example, a question was asked that you have to add slide. So how to add a slide to your Hyperdoc? Again, first thing, just want to color your cell, go to this bucket option, choose color as per your need, and you have given color to your Hyperdoc. Now when you have given color and you want to say that watch this simulation and go through the given articles. Like for example, I am highlighting over article over here and I want to make it a hyperlink. What I'm doing, let's say I have taken this Hyperdoc on ionic covalent bonding and I am adding this article. Now when my learners will come and click this article, they will be directed to a Hyperdoc which contains all the information based on chemical bonding. So you see that what is happening, a Hyperdoc within a Hyperdoc. This is the beauty of a Hyperdoc. You can link many Hyperdocs in one Hyperdoc. Now let's say a question is there, explain various types of chemical bonding, and you want your learners that they should answer on the slide. Go to this insert option, table, take table, and you say that type your response. Now in the slide, because the question was asked for slide. So now If you have chosen slide, highlight it, go to this chain option, or you can type Control K directly, means option to add link will be there, or do right click and you can add link. It depends how you want to add link. I suggest basically toolbar because it makes your work easier and saves time. Now see what I have done, that I have created a slide and I am embedding this slide into it. Now when I go to this slide, what I see that my learners now maybe a question can come to your mind that how we can create a slide where we can have names of our learners and they can be directed to the given slide. So what you need to do, go to this insert option, choose table. For example, let's say I am choosing a table of a small table of this small dimension. And let me show here. Now, when I have chosen a table, I want to add names of my learner. Let's say I am typing A, B, C, D, E, F. They are my learners. To make it means more catchy, I want to fill color. Again, same thing, go to this three dot option. In this toolbar, you can see bucket option. Fill color as per your need. And when you have filled color, now what is that you want to add link to your name of the student. So for example, let's say this is my student B. I want that this student should go and work on slide number 4. What I need to do, I need to highlight the name of my student, go to this three dot option, toolbar, chain, and I want to highlight it to slide 4. So if I add my learner to slide 4, what? Okay, because this slide 4 has been added beforehand, I need to take few more slides. So let's say I have taken few slides and I want to just highlight. So just what you need to do, go to this option, highlight it, toolbar, chain, and the slide which you want to add, you can add to your slide. For example, let's say slide number 11. Oh, I don't know why it is not accepting right now. Maybe it is being taken. Yeah. So this is the process that you can do by highlighting the student, and you can add the student as per your need. As you see, as I click, I see that this is the student which is added to slide number 9. Now, if I want to remove the link, I can remove. I see that only A appears. I want to add the link. I highlight, go to this three dot option, link, and for example, let's say I am adding to slide number 9 what I removed. As soon as I add, you see a hyperlink is created, and now my learner, if he clicks to this, he will be directly redirected to slide number 9. So this is a good option that you can create a Hyperdoc using your slide. Now let's come back. Hope it is clear, Rishma ma'am.
Yes, sir, that was very good. And because we could see you connected it here, but we didn't know what you did at the background. So I think the teachers have to be ready with all those things before they start linking, right?
You need to make some prior preparation beforehand, else you won't, because you see that we are having only 45-minute duration for this session. In this 45 minutes, if you want to prepare each and everything, and then you take, it will take time more than 2 hours, I think so.
Yeah,
So,
but as a teacher, I think if you prepare it firsthand, creating a Hyperdoc should not take a lot of time for each lesson.
yes.
Yeah, we can continue.
Thank you. So now let's go to this elaborate option. Now, again, whatever means, see here in elaborate what I have done, read this article. I can again highlight the article, go to this chain option, and from this chain option, I can means add the link which I am redirecting my learners. Again, make a box over here if I am giving questions. And lastly, if I'm going to this evaluate, and I asked my learners that face the challenge. And to this challenge, what I am doing, I am again going to this chain, and I want to add a quiz to my, right now I am copying in front of you, so that you can see what I am doing. Control V, applying, and you see what has happened, that in this evaluate, a Google form has been added where my learners will be answering the questions that are based on that. You can again color it. You have seen the option how you can color. So fill color as per the need, whatever color you want, choose it, design it, and your Hyperdoc is ready, which has a good content that your learners will feel to enjoy and learn, and feel their learning is centered on them. That's all from my end. If you have any question, feel free to ask.
That was wonderful, Tariq sir. And feel free, we have 5 minutes. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to turn on your mics, raise your hand, and we can take it up with Tariq sir. So Tariq sir, can we provide a link where there are different templates of Hyperdocs maybe?
Yes, surely.
So Tariq sir has found and made few of them, and he has used some of the templates. So yeah.
Let me share with you the link. One thing what I want to tell you here is, whenever you are making means slides or documents or Google form, and you are embedding into your Hyperdoc, make sure that you are giving editor right to your learners. Unless and until you don't give editor right, they won't be able to write anything. So make sure whatever means things you are adding into your Hyperdoc, your learners are given editor right, and if they are given editor right, they can easily work on it. Now, if you see, this link will be shared to you. It contains lots of beautiful Hyperdocs. These Hyperdocs are prepared even with Google Slides. You see, it is prepared with Google Slides. Some Hyperdocs are prepared. Let me show you.
Sir, we are not able to see that particular slide.
Sorry. If you see that this Google means this Hyperdoc is prepared using Google Drawing, and when you click this Hyperdoc, what you find how beautifully it is prepared, that every image has been linked. If you click parrot, you will be going to a link. What is volcano? If you click apply, here you'll be going again. If you see, likewise, every image has been hyperlinked, and our learners can be redirected and explore more and more on the given concept. So you can create a Hyperdoc not only using Google Document, you can use even preparing from Google Drawings, Google Slides, or Google Docs.
This is amazing. I had never imagined that we can have pictures and then we can link it to different things. And I think it makes the lesson very interesting even for students.
Yeah, means our learners will enjoy a lot.
Wonderful, wonderful. We have a lot of, yes, Ruchi ma'am, you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. Firstly, I want to compliment Tariq sir for the excellent presentation, sir. You've made the concept very, very clear to us.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. And sir, I wanted to know if you could help us a little bit on infographics, any sites which would be helpful and how we can make more use of infographics.
Okay. When you talk about infographics, there are various websites that means you can use. For example, if you go to the means search option, you'll be finding that Vengage is a good means website where you can find various templates on means topics that you want to curate in your lesson, or PictoChart is there. So using PictoChart, Vengage, Canva, there are various websites that you can use in your lesson and create good infographic. Even I would suggest you can use Google Drawings. For example, you are teaching shapes and size. You want to teach quadrilateral, you want to teach polygons. So you can use these particular Google Drawing option tools where you can create various tools from the shapes and size that are under Google Drawings, and thus you can create your own beautiful infographics using Google Drawing.
Yeah, and I just shared those links in the chat. So usually I have created infographics in Canva. So you already have those templates made based on what topic it is. Also, I will suggest that if you connect with Hyperdoc, they have a Facebook page also. So if you join that Facebook page for Hyperdoc, a lot of teachers share their own lesson plans. So let's say
There is a link.
yeah.
Sorry, there is a link shared with you in your chat box. This link is for all the contents of Hyperdoc. These Hyperdocs you can use and imply in your lessons. Now, if you want to understand more about Hyperdocs, you can go to hyperdocs.co, where they have lots of samples on Hyperdocs which you can use in your lesson. The one that I showed you was designed by me, my own, but those that I have put in the drive, they have been taken from hyperdocs.co.
Wonderful, wonderful. So that was, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir. This is Sonia from Delhi. Actually, I think I missed the initial part. So I have a doubt, means you were making this lesson plan on Hyperdocs or a normal doc, Google Doc?
Google document. You can make your Google document as a Hyperdoc.
Okay,
you can
great.
make your Google slide as a Hyperdoc.
So means we open Google Docs and start working the way you've been doing it.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So nice of you.
Welcome.
Wonderful session.
Thank you, ma'am.
Wonderful, and I would request all of you to please fill in the feedback form that is given, and you will also receive the attendance certificate. And thank you so much, Tariq sir. And as soon as you all prepare your Hyperdocs for your lesson plans, feel free to share through our Google groups or in our groups, so that other teachers can be motivated and they get ideas basically about what they can do in their digital lessons.
The drive that I have shared with you, you can create your own Hyperdocs, and you can put in that so that other learners can also get benefited from it.
Perfect.
Because we help others, we collaborate, and we learn together.
Amazing. Very nice session, Tariq sir. And you took us through each step-by-step process of creating a Hyperdoc, which was great. And thank you all for joining. Yes, Komal.